Alright, figured we'll start the vlog real quick doing some updates with the fam. I'll get back to that in a second, but let's weigh ourselves. We're exactly 3 days post show. Haven't eaten anything. I do have some water. I'm obviously fully dressed, but let's see where we're at. Bam. Oh, 175. Pretty much where I was at on stage as well. It's been a couple days, so I didn't binge. I didn't do anything crazy, so my weight is obviously gonna stay really similar. Like I said, I did have some water. I mean, I'm fully dressed, so I'm probably like 173-ish. But yeah, having my protein cereal, doing updates with the bro Adam, who's gonna freaking crush his show coming up. We started working late, I think 6 weeks out. He's now like 4 weeks out or so, but he's gonna crush it. He's gonna bring in them shreds for sure. Protein cereal going down before leg day. Got another order, so nice busy Tuesday morning, getting work done per usual, and then we're gonna go crush some legs. Bam. So just gonna have this first meal of the day, per usual. 80 grams of the Special K protein cereal, and then 25 grams of the cinnamon version. Just get some good old carbs in me. I do plan on doing little tweaks because we're now 3.5 weeks out from Team U Nationals. Whole different level, so I gotta come up with a whole new game plan, but we'll go more into that throughout the day. For now, I'm just gonna enjoy this and then go head off and train the client really quick. Bam. So let's start this vlog. All right, obviously back at the gym, got my personal training done, got the order shipped out, got some work done on the email, and now it's time for legs. Yeah, as you guys see, I'm not on the Stairmaster. We're over here doing some treadmill work, just because part of the plan, phase 1, is kind of just slowing it down a little bit. Instead of doing 400 calories, I'm gonna start doing 300, because I can take the opportunity right now to actually grow a little bit. So I up the macros, slow down the cardio. I got 4 weeks to put it all together, and I know I can bring a better package. So kind of gonna go over my plan. So for right now, just keep in mind, we're gonna slow it down a little bit, try to take advantage of the body coming from a depleted state, and you can actually grow and work on weak points. So that's step 1, and let's get it. Gonna go ahead, kill some legs, use these extra calories to push weight, and we'll see. Let's go. Get this cardio in, 300 calories total, slowing down on intensity just a little bit. Alright, what's going on, guys? Figured we'll do something a little different, or at least I haven't done this in a while. Just kind of go through our workout a little bit. As you saw, I put the whole routine, what I did this day before I even started this clip. So we're here obviously working out calves. As you guys will see in the routine, screenshot it if you didn't already. We did some warm-up with the hip adductor, which is the good girls, bad girls, which I didn't record any at all. It's just kind of like boring warm-up stuff, but I do think it's important to do. Just kind of get your hips opened up a little bit, ready for these movements, especially if you're just like sitting around all day. But yeah, so get right into it. Did some calves. We did some seated calves, which I did not record, and then moved on to some of these standing calf raises, which I really like. The main difference between the seated and the standing is where you're getting hit. So just think of the standing hitting more of the ball part, and the seated working more on your soleus, which is like the middle. It's kind of hard to explain a little bit. I'll put up a picture here, you guys can see what I'm talking about, but very important to do both. If you have high insertions like myself, definitely do not neglect the seated calves, because they'll give you that extra little thickness to your calves. But enough about calves, nobody cares about calves, right? But here we go into our first main movement, which is our lying hamstring curls. This is more of our hamstring day, so we went ahead and started with some high volume reps, doing just 15 to 20 reps. I try to keep it 20 reps, just kind of really pump away, doing these leg curls and just squeezing, contracting. I've been on a real high volume kick when it comes to legs, because for years I've been training them heavy with minimal results. I guess everybody's different, so just try out what works with you. For me, I really like high volume, and if I feel like if my leg's responding to that, I think almost anybody's leg will respond to some really high volume, just beating up your legs. Just think about it, you walk all day, your legs could take a beating, so we have to really push it past its limits to try to get it to grow. So I feel like just getting all that volume in is a good way to do so. So 10 sets, 20 reps leg curls before we move on to some heavier leg press. moving on to, I started with 4 plates. I think I pyramided up to 7 or 8. Again, I just recorded the first clip, so take my word for it. We did pyramid up every set. I added a plate. Go anywhere from 4 to 6 sets, 8 to 15 reps. Obviously, the lower the weight, you could do more reps. As you move up in weight, you're gonna do lower reps. So keep it 8 to 15, pyramid your weight up, kind of fatigue yourself with the lower weight, and then work up to heavier weight. So bam. From there, we moved on to some of my favorite leg workout period, which is some walking weighted lunges. If you could do a walking, definitely better. In place, it's still great, but I feel like being able to push off and walk is a huge part of this movement. Like it's not the same when you're just standing in place doing the weighted lunges. So try to do a walking if you could. Immediately go back and forth anywhere from, depends on where you're, obviously the the location you're doing it at, but 10 to 16 steps or so each leg, by the way. And then drop the weight and continue, just kind of focusing on being more explosive with the body weight and just squeezing and contracting on the way down, on the way up. After that, we ended up moving on to some leg extensions. Again, same principle of the leg curls, of being, just taxing the muscle, going rep for rep for rep. Ended up doing 10 sets, 15 to 20. Again, I try to keep it 20. Main thing when I do leg extensions, period, is I try to focus on either keeping my toes pointing straight or my toes pointing out, which makes minimal difference. Honestly, it's not like it's a huge difference, but keeping your toes straight, you're working more outer. Keeping your toes out, you're working more teardrop. But again, at the end of the day, these are minimal tweaks that they're good to know, but don't overthink it. Just get them done, get the blood in the muscle, kill it. Try to go moderate weight, and yeah, kill it. So then we moved on to another hamstring movement. Again, this was a hamstring day. We ended up doing some hamstring curls, 5 sets, supersetted with some Romanian deadlifts, just to kind of finish off and cap the day. The Romanian deadlifts, of course, just keep that tension on the hamstring. It's also great to just kind of keep your lower back activated before we getting back on cardio. Get that blood back there and just kind of get all that burning and moving around. So this is pretty much my leg workout for the day. I was feeling not so strong that day, but I still had a good workout. Yeah, I think I'm going next clip, about to get my food, and see you guys back in the clip, back in the old video. And I'm gonna stop talking now. Alright, back at the HQ, about to have this post-workout meal, just a simple tuna sandwich. Bombs, haven't had this in a while actually, but yeah, feeling good. So I know I touched up a little bit about what I'm gonna do, and since this video has probably something to do with like new game plan or something along those lines, 4 weeks out, but yeah, pretty much I want to just like outline what I'm gonna start doing. So like I said a little bit earlier, gotta back up the intensity a little bit. I dropped the cardio a little bit. I'm gonna up my macro. So today being my leg day, I have 400 carbs instead of 350, so just a bump on 50 today. I don't think every other day gets such a bump like today, but for a certain reason, because I'm gonna start doing 2 a days. So although I'm decreasing the intensity, like dropping the cardio a little bit, increasing my macros, I'm gonna start adding 2 a days, a couple of times a week. For this week, those are gonna be like feeder workouts, which is, rest in peace, Rich Piana. Got a little idea from him of like going in and then touching up some body parts. Like I really want to see if I can touch up my chest certain days, shoulders, traps, like things that I really feel like I need to bring up, especially if we want to do battle at nationals, which is in 3.5 weeks now. Trying to get into the big league, so this is a whole different level. If you guys don't know how the whole national regional things work, these 2 shows I just did were regional, so it's pretty much just like the tri-state area. Anybody can sign up and compete. Nationals is kind of like pro qualifier, where you have to place top 2 in the regional show just to qualify for nationals, which is guys coming from all over the country. So we definitely gotta bring our A game, and I feel like at least giving this week we can have our bounce back from being in such a deficit, such a like sucked up, drawn place where now my body's ready to like grow. It's like the one time where you can kind of grow, use those calories and kind of put them into places that you kind of want to work on a little bit. So I'm gonna take advantage of that, try to do those little touch-up spots, like I said, do those doubles, and then going from there. So that's my game plan, 4 weeks out, up a little bit, try to get these weak points worked on. But for now, this tuna sandwich is calling my name. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I just kind of wanted to go through a little bit of the leg workout. You guys could try it if you guys want to, and keep you guys updated with the plan, since I know this is the video has to do something with updating you guys with the new game plan. But I have this, enjoy myself, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, I gotta get used to that. Remember, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, man, give us a subscribe.